Hey, I'm Max Convexity. I'm from Austin, Texas. Nice to see you guys.
We got the coach. I mean, he's been on the channel a bunch of times, but do a brief introduction for yourself.
Yep, I'm the coach, THB. I'm from Tampa, Florida.
And we got Passive Earnings. I think this is the first time on the channel. Can you introduce yourself, sir?
Yes, this is Passive Earnings, and I'm in the capital, DC.
Nice.
Woo, woo. Nice, man. So, guys, today we're going to talk about various topics. We're talking about investing, retiring, money in general. If the audience has a question, post a question. We'll try to get to your guys' comments as soon as possible. But we're going to jump into our first video clip. Something that we all know, or someone who we all know, is Mr. Warren Buffett. Let's jump on in. Okay. So let me start this from the beginning.
I was just wondering, what would you consider to be the worst investment you've ever made?
The worst investment I ever made? The biggest mistakes are the ones that actually don't show up. They're the mistakes of omission rather than commission. We've never lost that much money on any one investment. But it's the things that I knew enough to do that I didn't do. We have missed profits of as much as, maybe $10 billion in things that I knew enough to do and I didn't do.
So our first topic is, guys, your biggest mistake in investing. Who wants to take that off first?
I'll go first.
All right.
I would say my biggest mistake was waiting to invest, because you lose a lot of compound returns. One of my biggest mistakes.
One of my biggest mistakes is I put in when crypto first got introduced to me, I put in a lot of money into this kind of offshore shady crypto broker, and I just got massacred in my investment. It's all gone. All gone.
Oh.
What about you, Max? Oh, Max, you're on mute.
For me, it would be futures trading. That's always been my nemesis. But I love option trading, but I cannot get the hang of futures trading. I mean, or Forex for that matter. It's the same deal. I've never been good at that. Do you guys know how to do that? Have you, Coach?
I was starting to learn futures. What you're telling me is kind of discouraging me.
Well, no, I mean, it's just I don't have the aptitude for it. It's a totally different game. It's like playing high stakes poker. So I don't know. You let me know what you let me know what you think.
There are people in my Discord that do it successfully, and one guy told me not to try. He's like better than me. Yeah.
I'm not telling you not to try it. I'm just telling you to go try it and figure it out and let me know what you did, because I could not figure it out. I've tried it like several times and was unsuccessful.
It's really risky. Like, I've heard crazy stories about how, like, if you get assigned, like, you can end up getting all this corn or all these eggs delivered to you.
Sure.
And stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've heard that too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what about yourself, Passive Earnings?
Mine would be I got out of crypto too early. So had a couple Bitcoins back in 2017, and then once the bubble popped in 2018, I got out. And but with the stocks, I believe I'm doing fairly good. That's why I stick to it now.
Oh, nice. The next thing we get is what's your guys' favorite market to invest in? Like, for me, guys, it's Forex and crypto. I think those are the craziest markets. So the volatility gives you to me the most amount of edge. What about you guys?
Mine would be stock market. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, especially
US stocks.
US stocks,
yep.
index funds. Yeah, especially with high volume and a lot.
I'm going to say the listed option market, the U.S. option market, because it's so big and liquid, especially how it used to be. Now, of course, it wouldn't exist without the stock market. So by extension, tech stocks and options, that to me, that's everything you need. Or, big growth stocks and options. It's all you need.
I agree.
All you need is some Tesla, right? Got the
Tesla,
NVIDIA, Planeteer. I mean, or whatever.
Palantir's been doing incredibly. You know what's funny? I got called out of Palantir because of doing the wheel. Yeah. So when it started skyrocketing, I got called out of it.
That's awesome. You must be selling at least over your cost basis, right?
Oh, for sure. I tripled my money at least. Wow. Yeah.
But
awesome. I held it. It took years for it to start doing well.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, problem with me is like going on the option side. I like seeing premium better, and then uh, shares do get called away, quickly,
Hmm.
sooner than I want them to be. But
Right.
yeah,
Do you
definitely.
guys do better with
There.
option trading or with stock trading
Way better as far as percentage return with options.
with options?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. I wonder how
Agreed.
that compare. Like, do you guys because you guys are into that market? Do you guys prefer if you have to pick like one as a preference, like dividend stocks, trading stocks, or option trading?
Well, I do them all, but I would say as far as quick growth, it's options, like a
Wow.
quick return. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like growth stocks as well. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the stock market, but stocks and options, it's all the same. Nowadays, you have ETFs also that trade options for you, so it's kind of like a blend of both disciplines.
You know what's
Um,
even crazier now? It's like we've got these leveraged ETFs that you can trade options on, and it's almost like cheating in a way. I mean, it's
yeah.
like it's crazy. Like NVDL is one.
Well, so speaking of that, what do you think about the new funds from Granite Shares that are just Y-Spy? For instance, there's
Oh,
one called Y-Spy that's
the yield
selling
boost.
leverage put. Same thing. It's the same
Yeah,
thing as it's the same concept. They're selling options on leveraged instruments.
yeah, the yield boost. So I had him on my
Yeah,
channel. That's very interesting. Yeah,
I did too. It
Mhm.
was a long time ago when but it was before Yield Boost was out.
yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a great product. They just announced a dividend today, and it's $1. Y-Spy, it's $1, and it's a $23 stock. So
Oh
that
wow.
comes out. So it's going to come out to 50% at that rate
Okay.
if the rate
Their
continues.
first one, yeah, their first one, I want to say was like 160% annualized
Okay.
based on the first dividend.
Wow.
I asked him though, because like once one does it, they all try to do it, just like
Yeah.
Roundhill with the weeklies. So I
Yeah.
said, "What do you feel about the competitors following suit?" He was pretty convinced that they had a competitive advantage as far as these products.
Yeah. Well,
Interesting.
they've been doing
What's the
well.
ticker on that? What's the ticker on that?
It's YSPY, right?
YSPY.
Yeah.
YSP.
And then there's a NASDAQ based one that just came out today called YQQY, I think.
I think they
Or
have their
I'll look it up.
Tesla one too.
Yeah, oh, that
T
one's awesome. TSYY.
TSYY, yeah.
Yeah,
TSYY.
TSYY. And then they had one.
But these single company stocks, like be it
Here,
Tesla
check it
or
out.
even other they are like aren't they like extremely risky?
I think
Is this
so.
what you guys talking about? The Granite
Yeah.
Shares wide
So
yield boost?
Andre, you can't look at this like a growth stock. This is a high yield dividend fund. It's like Tesla on steroids.
Tesla
So
on steroids.
yeah, so they're selling options on these leveraged ETFs. So it's like another layer. It's like yield max on steroids in a sense.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not aware of this type of stuff. Like this kind of foreign
It's
to me. So
yield boost. Well, you know about yield max. It's yield
yeah.
boost. So it's a new strategy, new product, like Max was saying, selling options on leveraged ETFs.
So it's like
Dang.
Yield Max for people that Yield Max isn't risky enough for.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
like it's like Yield Double
Yeah.
Max or whatever, but which is great though, because there's a market for this, and this thing's probably going to do great. I'm not throwing shade at all, but
Hey, Max,
it's going to be crazy.
Max, what are your thoughts on like following some of their trades, like on selling the options yourself?
Holy crap.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess you could have. Why have you been doing it?
I've been thinking about it. There's people in my Discord doing it, and that's kind of where I got some of the ideas, like for NVDL and SMCX and ones like that.
I would look at maybe what delta they're selling every week or every day, and maybe sell the same delta. But I don't know if I would wait for them to publish their trade and try to do the same trade. I would, but do their strategy. Absolutely. These guys know what they're doing.
What inspired me, there's a guy in my Discord that fixes Windows, and he made over 200,000 last year trading options. So I was like, what am I doing? I call myself the coach. What am I doing?
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are talking about it's more. So this is Tesla.
It's like yield max on steroids. Yeah.
Oh my.
So I remember, Coach, you were doing covered calls on some of the yield max funds.
There's not many of them that have any decent premium. I only did it. I want to say I did it on Coney and
Yes, I remember
MSTY.
now.
There's like
Yeah.
two of them. Yeah. And I've only done it like twice.
Let me
Okay.
see.
MSTY,
You said-
I was looking. It
Yeah.
had like decent premium considering you that's literally not gonna go there.
The Tesla one
Here.
was so bad I didn't even get filled on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's.
No
I
volume.
mean, it's not at a bad level. What is this? This is Misty. Misty's not at a bad level.
This looks like an M chart. You know what they say about M charts?
What
It's
do
not
they
too
say
bad.
about them charts? Oh yeah, not good. You want to
Right.
rather be a W for sure, but it could turn
M is
into a
murder.
W also.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
crap! I mean,
You'd rather have a
I
W
mean, what's
for
it?
sure.
What's the dividend at? Like, what's the last dividend payout? Let me see.
Too high.
1.3 something $1.30.
See,
30.
the problem is, and I don't mean to sound like anti-yield max, but people think that these dividends are like guaranteed forever, and as the NAV drops, that they're gonna just stay the same, and it doesn't happen. Look at Tesla, for example.
Tesla. Let's go back to that real quick because I think we talked about this a few years back, and I was like, never.
Yeah, you kind of called it. Yeah,
Tesla. My bad. Tesla.
you did kind of call it though.
There ain't no way I would buy. Like,
Here's my thing. Again, not to be anti-yield max or anything, but Tesla stock shot up to over $400 a share in November, and we did recover. So Tesla had a great year, but for those of us that have been in since 2023, we're still way down.
Dang.
Even with that massive run up in Tesla, because it doesn't just depend on how far it runs up. It depends on how fast it runs up for it to recover.
This run up from like 200 to almost $500. Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, this would be natural. This would be because like you're talking about all these profits. People are definitely taking profits from this big move.
Yeah.
As they should. I mean, this is impressive. Like this is why I don't look at stock market as often. Like I look at like these big stocks, I never check out. So when they're like, "Oh, look this up," I'm like, I would have not known until you guys said something about Tesla. Just like it real quick.
On the way down, I know a couple YouTubers who made big money on the way down.
Yeah.
Oh, they short.
You could tell like it's coming. It's about when, not a question of if.
Who was it? Jeremy had most of his net worth in Tesla or something.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, Tesla's not bad. I mean, just long as you plan your position. Like if you bought in like 480, maybe you are doing pretty bad right now.
Right.
Let's see. Tesla. Bring that right back. Here we go. I hate the pop-ups on TradingView. Yeah, I think if you got caught up here in the 400s, I mean, it could come back, right?
I mean, I think Tesla long term, yeah, I think it's gonna be higher long term.
You know what the solution to that problem is just buy the Qs, and then you get all the tech stocks and all the banking stocks and all the big stocks. But then you could still have the problem of the market can go down, and there's nothing you can do about that. But at that point,
Yeah.
But yeah.
And we look at them. I mean, was it the SPY or the end? Let's look at this.
Hey, Max. So you know where I make my mistakes trading options is when I buy calls. I buy calls expecting like a run up. Sometimes it works, but a lot of times it doesn't.
Do you use the expected move, or how do you choose how far out to put your calls?
So like I've been doing the TQQQ, so I've been expecting the NASDAQ to recover like any day.
Sure.
And yesterday I was up like $80 on, so I buy 10 of them, typically 2 weeks out. More often than not, I end up just losing the whole premium. But
aren't you supposed to sell the puts though? I know I never trade that one because of all the leverage. No, I thought that.
Yeah.
I always heard that the calls were priced where you couldn't make money. But I mean, that's
no, I've done well a few times, but I've lost more often than not.
Yeah. Well, no, I just heard it was tough. Well, yeah, I don't know. I just trade the Qs. The Qs
Okay.
have enough leverage for me.
We got to
But
compare notes. We got to compare
hell
notes
yeah.
one day on our options
Heck yeah.
trades. Yeah.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
I did some option selling puts on TQQQs.
Oh, okay.
With margin money, of course. Got lucky, so didn't get exercise, and all in their premium were good too. 2 months out with same like less than 0.2 delta.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
Yeah.
good move.
And it's not like all margin's bad. Margin's just a tool. It's just a tool like anything else. People use it strategically. You have to have a margin account to do certain option trades. That's not really margin, but yeah, a little bit. People that use the right amount of margin is exactly what you want to use. Now, who's to say how much that is?
You guys want to try like 1,000 to 1? Come to Forex.
Yeah, I mean it's whatever floats your boat. I guess it's for everyone to decide.
It's on my list to learn. I'm gonna learn Forex one day. It's like my next thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think the highest leverage out there is 1 to 2,000 off of an international broker. But
yeah,
you're pretty much like, if you lose, your account's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, I don't know what futures have. Futures have like 100 to 1 or something. Futures have a lot of leverage. I mean, but all I know is I've never been any good at those. You know, you have to put your stop loss at the right place, and they run your stop losses. Same thing with Forex. I hate that kind of stuff. I like options where you can build in an advantage, where you can sell something that's priced too expensive, and you make profit over a wide area. That's what I like.
I agree. You know what worked for me at the beginning of the year was when NVIDIA dropped because of that. What was it, DeepSeek situation? And I knew that it got oversold. So I did. So NVDL at the time was around $70 a share. So I actually sold puts way, way, way out of the money, expecting to recover really quick, and it did. So I got about probably 70% of that. I realized it, and I bought them back. And then after earnings this time that NVIDIA got beat up, I'm at a loss. Like, I don't know why it's gotten beat up so much this time.
Interesting. Yeah, like, I mean, we're just looking at it now, like, did that double top at like 150 and then pretty much heading back down. Maybe
I was actually asking Andre offline a couple days. I'm like, what do you see NVIDIA doing? Because I was in some really risky trades those days.
Yeah, fill the gap, head down lower. Oh,
so
man.
See, this is why for me this is a good discussion, okay? Because I think technical analysis doesn't fully make sense to everybody. Okay, so right here, if you X out that,
let me reload this.
Popping up, you're using like a free chart or something. It's trying to sell you something.
Yep. Yeah, let me bring up. Was it not Tesla? It was
NVIDIA. Oh, you just had it. NVIDIA up there, second one up there.
Where the heck is it at?
Type in
NVIDIA.
Right there.
Boom. Here we go.
So, like, see how here it was starting to recover, right? These two candles. No, to the right. These two candles right here. So it's starting to recover. So why was it the tariffs or what? Like, you see how
it's a gap fill.
Okay.
Usually when the gap fills, it reverses back. I mean, if you put it in a different way, here's a daily. Usually gaps always fill. So there's a big push of money that's been buying in these bullish candles. And then once they make their gains, they took profits and then it slammed back down.
Yeah, I agree on the gap. The gaps are everything, especially in the SPY, the Qs. I mean, the gap, and most gaps are filled pretty quick. And if it isn't, that's telling you something else too. So, but yeah.
So
on the technical side, but what do you guys see for NVIDIA? Because I currently have active leap options for 2027 January on NVIDIA.
What strike?
105.
Oh, you're way in the money then, or you should be.
I am, and I sold it at I bought at 0.8 delta. So I was thinking that, but I'm down almost 40%. I bought at 144 Ts, mid of 140s, so 144, 45.
Interesting. Let's see.
I used to do it like way out of the money because I'm cheap. So I would do it way out of the money, and then when it would gain, it would take a while to gain because it was so far out of the money.
Let's see. I mean, I was.
But yeah, I lost hope like with last earnings. I'm like,
Yeah,
even with
what
good
did you?
numbers.
So Max, did you see that happening?
Did I see what?
The sell-off.
Oh, did I? Well, I mean, not. I mean, I guess not, because I should have had more puts. I mean, I kept thinking we'll bounce, but yeah, I kind of saw it happening as it was happening. I actually did on February 28th. I switched my yield max accounts to be super bearish. I put 25% of my money in the inverse fund, Y triple Q.
Oh, nice.
Then I added some dips and some fiat, which is I added inverse. So anyway, and I still lost money. I did a little bit better than the market, but yeah, I kind of saw it coming. I mean, I guess.
I thought new year, new administration. Like I was kind of expecting the market just to run this year.
Well, me
Kinda
too.
like
And I was saying, yeah, me too. But I threw in the towel on February 28th or 27th. I'm like, I've had enough. But I kept thinking it was going to bounce and stuff. Yeah, but it didn't.
Yeah, I was doing great. The first 2 months of the year was like a record for me. It was like I matched probably my 2013 salary.
Yeah.
But yeah, since then I've had some wins the past week or so, but I had to take assignment on 2 big ones.
Yeah, when you're selling options, you just want a normal market. You don't want what we have lately. All you want is a market like we had all of 2023, and or just a normal market. It goes down for 3 days, then it'll go up, back up again, and then you do fine, because even if you take assignment on something, you're out of it right away, because the market bounces. But these kind of markets are tough for option sellers, but hang in there.
One of my favorite market years, I think it was 2017. It was just like straight up the whole year, and 2021 actually.
Let's look at the actually, wrong one. I mean, we have some big movements. I mean, we have a little corrections happening now. Like, I mean, it's not too bad. Like, we're talking about, from 6. Actually, is this the right chart? S&P 500 index. Yeah, that's right. I mean, we had a height of 66,150 about. So we're almost down like near 10%. Yeah, we could bounce back. We'll see. I mean, we had some of this right here, but I think you're talking about, like, was it 2024 from August till here was pretty much one direction.
So 2024 and 2023, both years were up more than 20%, which has happened twice now in the whole of the history. So I was expecting a down year, but it went down too quickly for me.
Yep.
Oh, well, actually, we got a comment from one of the guys.
Oh, that guy.
Make Miranda a gamer again. Max's dog would make a better financial YouTuber than Miranda Man. Who's Miranda Man?
Oh, God. Oh, I think he's talking about another channel.
Hey, sorry about my dog. I tried to hit mute. There's a possum that's outside, and the dog barks at the possum.
Yeah,
I live in the hill country.
I used to live in the country, near a forest back when I was in Virginia, and we always have possums come by. You can always hear them like this, going through the trash or hiding in the logs for the fire pit.
We have a raccoon outside. People feed it, and so he keeps on like coming up. Yeah.
Here. But actually, let's move on to our next video clip, guys. This is a fun topic, guys. Here, in a second, let me show the screen.
I wanted to deposit this $10,000 into my savings accounts. I want to start being responsible, so I'm stacking that cash. Bro, I could lose my job for this, but don't deposit your money at this bank. What do you mean? Is this bank account a scam? What? No, you could just be doing something way better with that cash. Why are you making me wait? What am I supposed to do? Well, if you deposit with us, I can only offer you 0.02% interest per year, meaning in 5 years, you'd have $10,005. But if you went and invested this money in the stock market, which has returned an average of 8% per year over the last several decades, you could have almost $15,000 in 5 years. That's awesome. How do I invest in the stock market? There are plenty of free apps. All
right, guys. So our topic is basically investing versus saving. Like, what are you guys' thoughts on that?
So I agree 100% with that snippet you played there. I think the rates of return from banks suck. CDs, money markets, and all that. Like, I know you like money markets and CDs probably better than I do, but I just say invest everything. Only keep what you need for like 2 months of expenses and invest everything.
Woo! I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think I like the balance approach more because I am risky in only a few areas of my life, like crypto and Forex is risky, but it's a small portion of my portfolio. But the rest of it, I love CD accounts, I love savings accounts, I love passive income because it's not risky. It's not, I don't have to worry about like a 40% dip or my savings account's not paying out monthly. And long because right now I think I'm getting paid 4.12 off of Ally, so it's not horrible. I know it's a little bit less than inflation, but it's something you can rely on.
Yeah, so that's you know what I say about that. So CDs and money markets, I feel like never pay what the inflation rate is, which, not to be controversial, but that is typically understated. The way they measure inflation hasn't been revised since like 1950. So.
Oh yeah, the whole what's not include food and was not include food and energy with eggs almost doubling. Come on now.
Right.
I know it's ridiculous.
I just know this. I'll give you one example. The coffee that I buy, it went up 14% and just one price increase. So, that's 14%, not even in a year. So annualize that, knock yourself out. Yeah.
Ooh, my gosh. I mean, I hope we don't go back to like $5 or $6 gas or some craziness like that.
I just bought a new car. Actually. It's a hybrid.
Hybrid. Wow.
Yeah, it gets 50 miles to the gallon. So if gas does go up, it should be okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel what the coach said. I think that's a good approach. Have to have some savings, but at the same time need to go aggressive on stock and investments. And of course, not all the years we're gonna be 2023 or 24, but on average it'll.
Well, and I've just watched so many people, they waste their life playing it safe all the time.
Yep.
And I mean, even some of my own relatives, like they get in these annuities and stuff because they're guaranteed a percentage, and that guarantee is costly. So you end up taking, your retirement, rolling it into an annuity, and then if you had just been invested in the market, you'd have double or triple that amount.
What percent? I mean, how much months would you guys put in savings? Like, would you have like a month out, 2 months of like security?
I have a formula for that. I've read a few articles and few books on that. A good measurement is what I've learned is if you have 2 household incomes or more, then 3 months is more than enough. But if you have one, then you better have 6 months of saving. If you're relying on single source of income. But that's what I've learned, and I do exercise that as well. What about you?
I like that 4 to 5 months, but I think there's a caveat to that. You got to divide it with the multiple banks. Don't put it all in one bank.
100%, yeah.
Like we have all these bank crises happening. Like I'll give you guys an example. I had a lot of my savings in Yada Bank, and Yada Bank now for like the last year, I haven't been able to withdraw any money. Like absolutely.
Oh, you should have talked to me. I got out of that like a year ago because you know how I found out about that was from, I think, Graham Stephan's podcast.
Same, yep.
And so I started using it. It was like a lotto system, right? They give you like money. And so I was doing the math. And once interest rates went up, I'm like, okay, what I'm getting here, it was good in like 2021 when interest rates were like almost zero. But once the rates started going up, I'm like, okay, this isn't that enticing anymore. So I actually closed that.
Yeah, lucky, man. There's so many people I read online, and this is why it's important, guys. If you guys have like, let's say you have a savings account of 10,000, and you're getting just say 3%, put that 10,000. I would say high. For me, I'll put that 10,000 to like 3 or 4 banks. So if Yada issue happens, you can't now. I can't withdraw my money at all. It just sits there, no interest, no nothing, no withdrawal. Just one day, hopefully, it gets solved.
The other caveat to this whole conversation too, so we're assuming starting like at a 0.0, but if you're in debt, if you're in like massive credit card debt, then I would say pay those off first, because you're not going to find, if it's like a 30% APR, you're not going to find that as a newbie investor. So it's your better rate of return is to pay those off first and get out of debt first.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, it's kind of like the Dave Ramsey baby steps. Like save like 1K, 2K, emergency money wise, and then if you have credit card debt, I would attack that as fast as you can. And that's actually going to lead on to our second point real quick. Here, let me show you guys.
One more thing I was going to say. So like you're talking about number of months to have savings. If you lower your overhead to as low as possible, then that amount is less than you need, that you need.
Yeah, I'll get into the whole budgeting stuff. I mean, if people get into budgeting, I think budgeting is just money plans, guys. Make a money plan for investing, make a money plan for savings, have like a portfolio of money planning. And you typically should do pretty good with that because you can say, hey, guys, this amount should go up 3%, 4% because of what savings account interest rates. This is the market related. That's when with the kind of like the index funds at 8% on average. So you can build like a portfolio. That's why I tell people, like in my last interview, I tell people like instead of just focusing on trading, build up a portfolio of incomes. So if the market turns around, like for me, I'm heavily deep into precious metals. Some of my dividend stocks are down, but precious metals made up that difference. But let's see. Let's move on to the next topic, guys. This is a fun one. This is side hustles for the people who like side hustles. And this is, to me, is not risk-free side hustles, but a fun high side hustle.
Look out for this stuff I bought at 3 garage sales to resell for profit.
Oh, wait. Is that music in the background? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
I recognize the song, too.
Sorry, YouTube. YouTube overlords. All right, guys. So basically, he is just going through garage sales and flipping the stuff he gets from a garage sale as a good side hustle. What are you guys' thoughts on side hustles?
Got to have as many as possible.
Yeah, I think that a really good side hustle, if you guys have time, maybe you guys can't get a second job. Something was at Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Like if I was in a better location, Uber Eats would be like every single day.
I looked into DoorDash before. Similar.
I have a long story to cover here. Side hustle, I'm all for it. But one of my friends, he lives in close to Dallas area. He works a job 9 to 5. Then he owns a couple of vape shops. Then he also drives Uber. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing with your life? If I were you, I would just sit, if I have a couple of vape shops, that shouldn't be enough. But then for side hustles, one thing that I noticed, what he told me opened my eyes, because we are usually very confined to what we perceive from what we hear. But what his mindset was behind the scene, he said, I want to support 100 families and across the world. And it's not just, US or any specific country, but I want to support them. And for that, I need every single minute of my life to be working or making me money. So that's one approach. If you are big on side hustles, do it for a bigger cause. If you don't just need money, for that matter, because most of us do good with our 9 to 5 jobs, or at least can survive in that. But yeah, that's one thing, and that's one way of looking at side hustles.
Side hustle, or an easy one. I mean, I do like the garage flipping thing. I've not personally tried that, but I've covered it on like multiple YouTube channels. The biggest gain I saw was like $6 to like 800 in one day. They bought some they bought some used tennis shoes, and they found those same vintage tennis shoes for almost $800.
Oh wow!
That people were selling. So I think it's like it's a very low risk, and we all love bargaining. Come on now, like we all been to a yard sale. We're like, hey, I'll buy that. I'll throw this, just give me a couple extra dollars for that. Or I saw a nice bowling ball and stuff. But I think that's an easy thing because when I moved out my last place, like I think I sold all my crap and stuff. You know how you do the yard sale before moving out, and then get like extra $400, but people are reflipping it on other websites.
What are your thoughts on like opening a franchise, like as a side hustle, like working a job, but like getting it running and then having the staff run it?
For me, if I had to do that, it would be Subway. I think.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's like one of my dreams.
Proven model.
Yeah. Because one, I'm a big advocate of Subway. I got like $25 to $30 one sandwich monsters. Like it's uneatable by the normal person, but like I put like 4 or 5 layers of meat. So I love the product. I love the service. So if I had money to buy into a franchise, it would be Subway.
Mm-hmm.
Do you call selling courses on trading side hustle?
Actually,
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I've covered it a lot on my channel. I mean, it does. Like when I talk to other influencers who make 6 figures, near 7 figures just selling courses, especially the one that I've covered in recent videos, makes 7 figures just from selling courses. Long as the individual shows transparency, honesty, and they have some verification process that their XYZ they're selling in their course works, and I never had an issue with it.
Yeah,
but
it is a good one. When are we creating our course?
Oh,
soon.
I just want to. I tell you guys, my favorite one is opening up an OnlyFans.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the best way to get rich these days. Like you're talking about, what is it? That it was on the news that
the
one chick,
the top OnlyFans performer made as much as like the top Yankees player.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
more
like 45 million. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
and that's an easy one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up and coming. like think about applying for a job and like what have you done the last few years? Well, I got a pretty substantial big OnlyFans. And like, really? Yeah. It's 145 million.
You don't even need a job at that point.
I mean, the way incomes are getting on in side hustles, I understand that it's a good income, but like if I had to start something else, like it's off the markets, maybe like drop shipping or like Amazon website building, stuff like that.
There's so much drop shipping on YouTube. I've seen a lot of that content.
I actually have started, so not myself personally, but my wife has started TikTok selling, which is doing good. So yeah, now TikTok has the same like structure as Amazon had, like with FBA, they have it FBT, fulfillment by TikTok. So they have their warehouses around, and so that's going on.
Wow.
It's again like it's picking up, but it really matters. It depends. Like it fluctuates so much that you can't really have a consistent. You won't be able to tell how much you're gonna earn at the end of the month. But that's something that TikTok promotes itself, like their product, if you are using their fulfillment method, just as Amazon did earlier.
Actually, another side hustle. What do you guys think about becoming like an influencer? Do you think that's on the rise?
That's kind of like what we're all trying to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think people should start YouTube or like social media platforms, but I have a very big stickling thing about it. Like, just don't make it personal. Like, you guys see all the channels about vlogs, people sharing off their family and stuff. I think people should make it about a specific thing so that it doesn't hurt them long term. Like, they all want to share their family and friends, but usually when you do that on social media, it ends up affecting you long term in a negative way. Always. Actually,
AI influencers are on the rise too now.
What?
AI influencers.
Oh, AI. That's what I thought you said.
Yeah. I'm happy you brought that up. I had one of my guys showed that in a video. Like, these are people who are making like a lot of money on YouTube just from an AI generated video.
They call it like UGC, user generated content. And that too is built by an AI. So that's, I'm going to dip my toes in that sometime soon.
Interesting. So is AI going to put the physical influencer out of business too?
Looks like it.
Wow.
Actually,
you can't really tell because the videos, a few videos that you can pull up, maybe Andre, you watch online, you literally have to give AI video creation software just a picture, and from the image it builds a AI video, and then you can make him or her ask anything or present anything, and that AI would do it for you.
Interesting.
Yes. Give me a second. I'm looking up the video. There's a big YouTuber who talked about this. There's basically a whole bunch of YouTube and Instagram influencers who have large followings, and it's all AI. AI down to like the very core. Even when they respond to the comments, are all AI generated comments.
Oh wow, interesting.
Even the product. So I saw a channel, a tech channel, who was showcasing products. So you would imagine that, product channel would be showcasing a product. So physically, a person would be showing that product, and that person literally had few, images, PNGs, and JPEGs that he was using, and the rest of it was him sitting in front of the camera and talking with ums and ahs in it, so you can't really tell that it's a AI generated content. But yeah, really interesting side of
AI.
How about AI for
I just don't see a
like AI for trading.
I think we're in the beginning cups of it, and I don't see it replacing us now, but maybe in 10, 15 years, it will be to a point where you can make better, because now, when I've measured it against my own programs, it's not smart enough to make a better informed decision. But I give it a couple of years, and it'd be able to day trade. I mean, it will make trading harder for the average person since there's so many people be able to access AI trading. But I don't think right now. Right now, it's not an issue, but in a few years, definitely. Let me say AI YouTube channel. I can't find the guy who made the video on it though. Oh well, let me see. We got the other one, our last clip, guys, and this is one of my favorites. This is for you guys who are dividend investors.
So there are currently 44 different dividend stocks that pay a dividend every single month. So naturally, I thought it was a good idea to test every single one of them. I built out this spreadsheet and looked at every single dividend stock, ranging from dividend yields as low as 2% to as high as 21%. Did the highest dividend yields have the best results, or did the lowest dividend yield have the best overall results? Here's a little sneak peek, but just know you'll have to check out the full video for all the results. The top 5 monthly dividend stocks for dividend income were Gain, Gladstone Investment, ECC, Eagle Point Credit, OXSQ, Oxford Square Capital, ORC, Orchid Island Capital, and EFC, Ellington Financial. Check out the full video linked below for all the results.
All right, guys. So our topic is dividend investing, and your guys' thoughts on that.
There's no yield max funds up there. What the heck?
The highest one paid 16%. What kind of BS is that? That's ridiculous. Come on. I don't get out of bed for less than 20%.
Right.
You got to be kidding me, guys. Jiminy crime.
Before yield max, I used to like SVOL a lot. SVOL was paying a solid, very stable, and higher than normal yield.
Interesting. Like the high yield stuff I can't do. Like, I don't got the stomach for it. Like I like 5%, 8% dividend. I can't do you guys were like 20% dividend yields?
20 is on the low end from yield max, I believe.
Yeah, we're more like we're spoiled by like 80 or 90% at this point.
80.
Misty paid more than 100% last year, so
yeah,
you don't have to buy very much of it.
Some of them are like 100 and some of them are like 160%. Oh, this character again.
Andre doesn't like high yield or whoa. I'm in like the most craziest markets, crypto and forex. Like I love margin, just not in like
margin.
Yeah, like oh wait, it is margin.
Oh,
we gotta.
I know who he's talking about.
That's
that's who he's talking about in his name. I think
it's fine. I don't like to put so much money towards. So like for example, if you have $1,000, me I'll put like 50% precious metals. Yeah, and most people wouldn't even do that. They'd be like 10%. Like precious metals and energy would be 50%, and then the rest I would divide up. Forex, crypto, and all that stuff. Because you got to do what you know. Like when you guys talk to me about interest rates, economics, and you tie that into energy, oil, food, and precious metals. I'm gonna be like this. I know because that's what I'm interested in. So that's what I invest in.
No, on dividend side though, I do like few of the ETFs like JP Morgan's JEPQ, and Goldman Sachs brought up their JPIQ as well. So
those were like the year before yield max came out. Those were like the highest yielding ones. 14 to 16% used to be like a top notch yield.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
SFAL used to be about the highest you could get. I mean, before, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with SFAL. People are saying it went down. Its yield went down, yeah, because the volatility has gone up, and it makes money shorting volatility. So,
Right.
but it's, you know, as long as when the market comes back, it'll go back the other way. I think it's a solid choice.
And those comments don't surprise me because, as we know, most of the people that invest in these don't even understand them. So that doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
Yeah. And they just follow what's hot. But anyway, it'll be what I'm saying. That fund will be hot again someday. But yeah, that fund's not hot. Yeah.
Right.
It's not hot right now. People don't like that one.
When the VIX is really volatile, then that's probably going to be a lot hotter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again,
The VIX has been, let's look at the VIX as of lately. Woo! Not too bad. Not too many spikes.
See that 2020 one, that was, yeah.
Yeah, right
And
here.
August 5th last year.
August 5th was miserable. I mean,
And SFAL survived that. Like I was surprised.
True, it did. That's amazing. And so did Z-Vol. And I wasn't sure about Z-Vol, but it's about twice as risky as S-Vol. But yeah, they both survived.
Twice as risky?
In my opinion. It pays about twice the yield. That generally you can equate the yield with the risk. I mean, it pays about, S-Vol pays 15%. It pays more like 25 or 30. And it gets more upside in a bull market, more downside in a bear and a down market. Yeah, Z-Vol.
Wow.
Oh, Z-Vol. Yeah.
This is a new one. I've not seen this one before.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Z-Vol? Oh, it's a dandy. It pays about 25, 30%. It depends. It's same thing as S-Vol, but it has a different gimmick. It shorts a different part of the term structure. It shorts months 4 through 7. And because of that, it's a little bit less volatile because S-Vol shorts months 1 through 2. But S-Vol also buys call options to hedge the max loss, where Z-Vol doesn't do that, but Z-Vol doesn't need to. So anyway, yeah, Z-Vol's about twice as risky.
You guys, I mean, it's interesting because like when I look at my charts, this is like a normal currency pair for me, pound yen. So when I'm looking at this stuff, it's like buy. So actually, we have actually a comment from you guys. Actually, here we got a comment. Let's actually answer this one.
Illuminaire.
So y'all's portfolio, how's your portfolio? For me, I'm primarily in precious metals, and I tell people I bought silver in the 12s, and silver's above 30 right now. Or if you wanted to sell it, you're gonna have to be in the 40s and 50s. So I love it, man. It's going real good. They can jack up the markets, do tariffs. I don't care, as long as gold and silver keep going up. What about you guys?
For me, it's been a rough past month, but I think that we're gonna recover by the summer, hopefully.
Yeah, me too. I'm hoping. I'm down 13% right now.
Yeah.
I had a bad first quarter. I invested in AMDY and AMDY right at the top. But anyway, it's whatever.
Oh yeah.
I'm beating the index SPY, but still down.
Still down? Man, oh man, I want to convert you guys to the silver side.
So that's where I was about to ask you. Like, is there still, heat in it, or
for me, when we start talking about ridiculous claims, I think silver is going to hit about $100 to $200 easily.
And but what is that about right now?
Is that SLV?
Yeah. Let me show you the charts, guys. So just letting you know, for people who've been following my channel for a long time, I was talking about buying silver down here. Hey guys, I buy every single Friday for years. I'm stacked all down here, and here we are today, $34. I don't care.
SLV.
Yeah. Oh, we got Derek Lee. What's up, man? How you doing, man? We are talking about trading, investing, basically an open discussion about stuff.
So, Andre or Coach, tell me, if investing in SLV equivalent to investing in actual like silver?
No.
Yes and no. So yes, SLV has contracts. Also, how to say it. SLV has some silver, but they are not 100% backed on silver. They have future contracts. I'll show you what I'm talking about. SLV, because I think we did this on your channel last time, right? THB?
Yeah. Yep.
So when we look at SLV and looked at their contracts, they are a trust. Right? They're not fully backed by they're fully backed by silver, quote unquote, but a portion of that are future contracts. And a lot of those contracts on silver are actually the same contract based on. So basically, we have everybody having the same contract on silver. So this makes it a very big issue later on. And give me a second. So, but for me, I in my portfolio of silver, I buy in multiple ways. First, I buy digitally. Then I buy actual with precious metals like the bullion. And then I buy with ETFs. Then I buy with mining. And the fourth one is a little bit risky with loan contracts. But that's how I buy into silver. So I divide up my portfolio into, when it comes to just silver, in those ways. Oh, we got a good comment right here. Look at this. Look at this, guys. So is this the new Brewing Great Returns? See, Brewing Great Returns is different because it was on a group channel. This is my channel, and we can talk about anything. Politics, drama. I honestly don't care.
So this is a good topic. So we had a podcast that we basically dissolved. Our goal was to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That didn't happen. And so we just decided, hey, let's just like how Andre and I started out, just go on each other's channel here and there.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing.
And actually, that's something I prefer. I like having a group channel. There's constraints that others like and dislike, and we all have our different personalities. And for you guys who know who I am, I love live streams. I love soundboards. I wish I could do my soundboard on here, but
I bought one. I gotta learn it.
I got funny clips. I mean, here actually, let me find a funny clip for you guys real quick while we're just chilling in here. Oh, and this is what happens when you guys invest crazy.
I wonder what kind of TV this is.
Barney, pork belly prices are going up like crazy. Buy, buy, buy.
I'm rich, bitch! That's not a good channel.
Barney, there's been a change. Sell, sell, sell.
This is the worstest TV I ever saw.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
So those are the clips I like to play on the stream, guys. We all know I got some funny clips. I literally I got like 20 clips, and then I got 4 pages of soundboard. So I absolutely love live streams. So, but I couldn't really do that on the Brewing Great Returns so much because obviously we just different personalities and stuff. But yeah, I like this better. Like we can jump on Coach's channel next time. We can do the same thing.
Yep.
Or on Max's or on Passive Earnings channel.
Yeah, definitely.
And as long as you guys are open to, my talking about my best investment, and which is my OnlyFans. If you guys want to subscribe to my feet channel, that's where I'm making all the money. That's where the real hustle's at. But let's see.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, especially with the. But just to show you guys where I see this is at, if this chart showed true silver was like under a few bucks years ago. This baby is going to rocket to the moon, and your purchasing power versus because everything else is going to crash, and precious metals are going to skyrocket, and it's going to be the one thing that pushes me into the next class. That's what I'm betting on. And guess what? I will bet near 100% that I'm right more than any other market because precious metals.
You would think precious metals would be even better for you than yield max.
I've already tripled my money, and just in the last few years. Look.
Wow.
We're talking about triple a portfolio, not just income. We're silver. Here we go. Let's look at Oanda silver. Look, I was telling people I bought my heaviest down here. I've been buying every single week, every Friday. And look, we had a Friday under 10. This actually goes a lot lower. It's like I wish I had like mortgaged my house, everything just to buy right here. But I still buy every single week through here, here, and here, and it's going to run past the 50s, going to run past the 100s. I can't wait. Look how much silver used to be, under $4.
Mm-hmm.
Look, every time and this is where we're going to the dark zone of the Fed.
I just noticed something here. So was it 1980 that it had this last big run up here, that big spike?
Yep.
What was that like? I'm trying to think of like the parallel here.
It's when I was in 8th grade, and there was some people that tried to corner the market. They were billionaires out of Texas, of course. They were 2 brothers, and they did something shady. But there's a lot more to it than that. There's a great movie, and there's been books written on it. But yeah, it was market manipulation. Basically, 2 guys bought it, and they were like, they were like Andre, and they're like, we are not selling this. And they, I mean, but anyway, they finally, I forget it. They finally.
I was thinking it had to do with because that was like the last time there was massive inflation, right? That's what I thought.
No, of course that was the catalyst, but it also had to do with there's a couple of billionaires from Fort Worth that literally bought all the supply of silver in the world.
Oh.
They took delivery, like they would sell futures contracts and actually take physical delivery. Yeah,
oh, wow.
So they were crazy, and they were the richest people in the world for a while, and I think until the price crashed. I think eventually the price crashed or something. I forget how it ended, but these things always end bad.
Yeah, and usually when I tell people, like, if you just measure, like, and I tell people, like, this is what true purchasing power is. Measure your purchasing power, like precious metals versus the S&P 500, the Dow, whatever index you want to look at, and you'll see that when the markets start going crazy and get into precious metals, not just that your price goes up, your purchasing power goes up. So as the markets are getting demolished, like 10%, so silver and gold are just rocketing up, and it's going to be one of the man, I tell you guys, this is the easiest investment. Like, it's so simple. This is easier than Bitcoin.
But then when do you get out is the question.
So here, I'll show people how to get out, and I'll show, this is just an example. We're going to use a very easy thing. We're going to jump to the weekly.
So would you recommend for a new buyer to get into this SLV?
So if you had a portfolio of incomes just on silver, just say you did everything equally, 20%. So 20% in SLV, ETFs, 20% in bullion, 20% in actual banking silver, and 20% in loaning. There's to me, there's 5 different ways. Oh, you see my hand. 5 different ways into getting into silver. And I'll show you guys here. I'll make it real quick. So the first one is going to be APMEX. Where's that? How do I spell that shit? Give me a second. So here's the first one, APMEX. This is the physical stuff. So physical should be pretty much on the top tier. The next one will be like SLV, SLVIR, some shit like that, or into the mining companies. If you guys looking at mining companies, look at GDX. Where's it at? Stuff like this. Mining funds. See, mining funds play dividends. So if you want to get into like an aspect of precious metals, get into the dividend funds. I'm sorry, the ETF, the mining companies. They have a small dividend, but you're getting paid a little bit, and it moves because of silver. Because I've been down, like I'll tell you, I've been buying this for years, and look how we're doing. We're doing pretty good.
So you said SLV, GDX.
Yeah, GDXJ, just the juniors, and then the majors, stuff like that. Here's J, and this is stuff that I wish more people would get into, but. Look at that sexy move, man. Look at that. Where do you think it's going? Where do you think it's going? It's only going in one direction.
Doing well, yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Why did it fall so much from like the 2010s though?
If you go and compare it to silver, I wish I can like layer it. Precious metals will likely go up over the long run. Man, I'm talking 10K gold minimum, 10K gold. And everyone's like, no, that's not possible. It's going to have the purchasing power of $10,000, in my opinion. XAG? No, XAU, my bad. XAU. Come on now, not futures. Where's silver, US dollar, XAU, gold? Here, let's look at gold real quick. Look at this. All record time high. If you were, look at this, man. This is going to la land. Because with the government doing crazy stuff, as the moment the government does crazy stuff, gold and silver start shooting up. Woo! I can't wait till it goes into la land up here. But hey, we'll see who wins. Who gets the last laugh, right?
Yeah.
The other people that actually I think will be the hardest ones to convince to get into is the Bitcoin people, because Bitcoin's actually outperformed most markets in general. Let me see. Is this? No, this is not Bitcoin. Are you guys in crypto at all?
I am. Like 5 of them.
What do you guys prefer? Like, is Bitcoin or crypto the best asset to get into?
No, but the ones I like, so XRP, I 10x'd on that one. Solana, I think you told me about, or was it Hedera?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hedera. I got out of that
still
one.
juice and XRP. One of my crypto friends told me.
I believe so, because I got back in. So I sold the ones I bought in 2019, and then I got back in recently, and I'm up
Here,
on the ones I got back into.
Okay.
XRP. Let's look at that. XRP US dollar. Let's use Coinbase. Dang. Look at that. Oh man, I sold too early. I maybe if I stayed in longer, but I didn't have the stomach for XRP. No.
When did you
It's
sell?
not, I sold even before here. I think it was. Is it? I think it's before we went to New York as a group. Yeah, I did not like it because I think when I sold, I went straight into H bar.
Okay.
H bar was my I was so happy. I remember I was texting you guys. Remember? Hey guys, get out.
You did. So I sold it around that time.
Yeah. So I bought at 4 cents. Yeah.
So then, yeah, it went up there, and then wait, what did it do here? No, November it shot way up. Hedera.
Yeah,
40 cents.
Yeah. Like,
wow,
I bought down at 4-5 cents, and I sold around here.
Wow.
Ain't no way I'm getting into crypto. Like outside of Bitcoin, I don't have any reason to get in crypto.
I should have stayed in Hedera then, because November and December it ran up.
Yeah. Ooh, good
even
times,
with the pullback, it's still higher than it was.
Yeah, actually, a little. Yeah, still is a little bit above that high in November, or also as April last year. But crypto.
Cardano, few thousand Cardano.
Let me see.
ADA. It's
ADA. Is Coinbase cool?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one.
That's what I use. They just fixed their fees too. It's cheaper now.
Yeah, it's cheaper. Ethereum is what they call it.
Here, let's see. Which one do you prefer, Ethereum or ADA?
I personally own ADA more.
ADA more. Do they have any staking rewards that are pretty good?
They do, but it's not much. It's 4.5 some.
Oh, it's not too bad. It's like the same as like banks today. Like I think I think that I'm getting my highest amount is with Ally Bank at like 4.1 right now.
Yeah.
For a CD?
Yeah, for a CD.
Okay.
Fidelity cash account, how much is that? I think it's also over 4.15 or something, I believe.
Fidelity cash.
You know what I did with Coinbase? So I rolled the money I sold crypto that I sold out of. I put it in like a money market fund there that's like 4.1%.
Actually, we got a comment here. It's Obeezy. What's up, Barack Obama?
Wow.
Oh no, he always makes the stream. We got a clip just for him. Let's see. I can't play the clip right now. The soundboard is not connected, so all my funniness is gone. Let's see. We got Caspa. Let's check that out. I don't know what that is. Caspa on, let's say, KuCoin, Tether, Crypto.com. Oh, wow. More importantly than Obama, wait, what did it say? I'm more important than Obama. I ruled over more. Let's see. I mean, this crypto is pretty interesting. I mean, if I got in down here, I would definitely be taking profits around these 2 weeks. This is crazy. Like, oh my gosh. Think about buying at like 1/100th of a penny and selling at 30 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're talking about life-changing money if you put like 5,000, 10,000 down.
And this is on Caspa.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay.
Oh, he's okay. Make Miranda a gamer again. It's Emperor Palatine.
Yeah, he changed his name.
Oh, I see. Actually, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I'm an actual geek.
He's the emperor, so he ruled over the whole galaxy. That's bigger than the United States.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. He says Barack Obama says it hit $1 to $2. Maybe you're on the wrong chart, Caspa. Let me see. Caspa. Maybe we're on the wrong one. I don't see anything right here. Maybe Caspa Crypto. There's only one I'm showing up right now. I think it's gonna hit. I think it will hit $1 to $2 in this season. You think it's going to hit $1 to $2? Oh my god. Okay, so I think I gotta start paying for TradingView just so these ads don't pop up. God, this shit's annoying. I already paid for like. Do you guys pay for YouTube at all?
YouTube Premium.
I
Yeah.
have same YouTube Premium.
No.
So much better.
Yeah. I have YouTube Premium because every time we're doing YouTube videos, we're showing all the commercials.
It's
So we're
perfect.
talking. So for Caspa to go from 7 cents to $1, we're talking about what? 15, 16 times 16x. You're gonna need a hell of a lot new buyers. Like there's original buyers, and then new buyers have to flood the markets. That's a stretch.
So the buying power has to overwhelm the sellers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now, these people here, the reason why, once again, this is an opinion. As I see it going down this way, it's because these people down here are taking profits.
Yeah.
Like if I bought at 2 cents and is at 15 to 30 cents, gone, sold. It's all sold. That's easy to me. But if you think it's gonna go higher, man, I would do my
Welcome,
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
You guys can hear my soundboard? No
Yep.
way. No way. No way. All right, guys.
So what I figured out with StreamYard, it's if whatever your window you're on, it picks up the sound for it.
Okay. Do you guys hear this?
We are gonna be rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Surprise, motherfucker.
For the guys who watch Dexter, that's one of my favorite clips. All right, so I can't play all the clips, but I can play the soundboard at least.
Yeah.
So, oh man, this is gonna be fun because I have some clips just on Obama. Obama, I'll play your clip a little bit later once I can get it hooked up. I know this is a different topic because usually we're exposing traders and stuff. But we're talking about actual real stuff for once. But yeah, actually, I think that's all the clips that I got. You guys got anything you guys want to talk about or hit up?
I mean, I'm good. I'm gonna have to drop soon.
Yeah, because we're at the 1 hour mark. Give me a second, guys. So before we exit and depart, guys, we just gotta talk about our last thing is check about our guest clips. Our guest social media. So check out Max's channel. I'm gonna show Max's channel first because he's right next to me. So that's Max Convexity. Max Convexity. Check out his YouTube channel. You're a streamer too, right? You actually want to talk about your channel while we're here?
Well, I mean, it's I talk about high yield ETFs a bunch. Is it all right if I drop my Discord link in the chat? Can I drop my Discord link in the chat?
Yeah, please, 100%, man.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the first pinned comment too. So check out his channel, subscribe. What's getting him a big boost, man? Our next channel we're gonna look at is the coaches, or you can look at it was a THB. I know it comes up right here.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
What are you doing? Sharing the channels or what?
Oh shit, my bad. Yeah. I'm on retard mode. Give me a second.
I have that audio book. Yeah, I still have to do.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So here's Max's channel, guys, and if you guys please check it out. It is absolutely amazing. And yeah, here's Max's channel. We're gonna go check out THB's channel now. What was it? Live off dividends now. You want to explain your channel a little bit?
Yeah, so I cover high yield dividends and options with the goal of being able to live on a full-time income on both of those. I show all my trades. I'm very transparent. And yeah, that's the general theme of the channel. I have fund managers on. And yeah, I try to help people make income from dividends and options.
Nice.
We are going to be rich.
Yeah, and then we got a passive earnings channel. Let me bring that up real quick. I had some issues finding it, but I think I have to be subscribed, which I am subscribed. Passive earnings. Let me see. You should pop up first, right? Give me 1 second, guys. I got to go through my subscriptions and stuff.
Oh, that's
passive. Don't judge me. Don't judge me on my subscriptions. Give me a second. I watch a lot of political crap. Actually, what else can I put to find your channel?
Oh, good one. I don't know. Let me put it in the chat.
Yeah. Put in the chat.
Yeah.
I think your name is too popular.
It's youtube.com// at passive earnings. So there's
There we
that.
go. Oh, you put it in there? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let me bring it up right here. All right, we got his channel right here. Want to explain your channel a little bit outside the passive earnings?
Yeah, it started as a faceless channel for different ideas and side hustles. I did Uber Eats as well as some teaching on the side and few other things that did make me some passive earnings. So that was the idea behind it. But recently, for a year or so, I've been focusing on showcasing the portfolio that I have on Robinhood specifically. And yeah, that's what I show. I do have other accounts outside of this, um, but those are like retirement accounts and all, which are not focused on here. But yeah. And again, like just like the coach, I try to be transparent and showcase most of my, if not all, most of my, um, dealings or all the options trade that I make, and monthly I make monthly review as well each month.
Nice.
So
We need to do like an options workshop someday.
yeah,
it'd be great. Compare notes.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's see.
Especially with the comparing it with how much risk we are taking and what is the premium and
Right.
what are the
Interesting.
earnings.
All right, and we got my last thing we'll play, and thank you guys. Here we go. Let's see if I can play it loud.
I don't think so. No, 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 no.
Subscribe now.
No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for rocking with us. We're going to depart. Subscribe to all our channels. We'll be live hopefully next week. We can do this on a weekly thing and host it.
Yeah.
And yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace.
All right.
See you guys.
See you later. Yeah. Bye.
And